You know, there is a lot of chatter about ADUs in California, but it isn't very often that we get to see one set up in real life, in a backyard, in use for that purpose. However, today we're in luck because just behind the camera in a backyard is a prefab home that is in use as an ADU. So yeah, let's go check it out. This is the M4 from Masaya Homes, and what a treat it is to be able to come see one that is finished and being used for its intended purpose. Now, you might be thinking, hey, wait a minute, that roof line goes past the house. How did they back this thing in here? And to answer that question, what you should know about Masaya Homes is they've got a panelized system. So it's prefabbed in a factory, it gets delivered in a shipping container, and then it is stood up on the foundation that is done on site. Lots to talk about here. Let's check out the M4. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you likely already recognize the signature features associated with Masaya Homes. They've got the teak cladding on the exterior. They've got the 5-foot overhang on the front. And honestly, I think it fits very nicely on this property. So a couple customizations they've made on this home to make it work for the people who live here. Number one, they adjusted the length to fit onto the property. And number two, they've done a sliding glass door here in the middle. Typically that would be a fixed window. I think that is pretty much it for the exterior. So let's head inside and take a look at the M4. With the addition of the sliding glass door in the middle, you've got 3 options to enter into this M4. I'm gonna head in this one because it lands directly in the living room, which to me seems like a logical spot to start this tour. Now, the first thing that jumped out at me when entering into this home is the vertical teak plank, because I just think it pops and looks cool. Coming around this way, I am a big fan of the kitchens from Masaya Homes. They're custom, they're done at the factory. You're not gonna see anything like it anywhere else. So let's explore what they've done here. On the right-hand side, they've got the fridge with some shelving up above. All right, moving right to left, they've got the open cabinet right here with the door above. Behind that, you've got 3 shelves, perfect spot for wine glasses, your bowls, few cups, whatever you like. Sink's nearly right in the middle. Behind it, they've got the window looking out to the street so you can see who's coming to visit, and whether or not you want to visit that person, you can either pretend you're not home or you can welcome them in with open arms for a glass of coffee or your favorite cold beverage. On the left-hand side, they've got the microwave above the stove, nice wide storage cabinet there. And then on this wall, you've got the same cabinet that we just saw on the other side of the kitchen. All right, now going down, we're gonna have a quick look at the counter space. So a little bit on the left, then you've got the stove, nice big section in the middle, sink, another bit of counter space over here. Below that, they've got the garbage drawer right here that pulls out, very handy. In the middle, they've got the under sink storage right there for all your cleaning supplies. A bank of drawers here, and one of the things that they do that I quite like is they hide these drawers behind the door face, which I think looks cool. So this one's got some matching teak cutting boards, and a few other things. Below that, we've just got a full drawer, and on the left-hand side of the stove, very similar setup with the hidden drawer. That's where you're gonna find the cutlery. Okay, so we'll look at this one because it's the last one and you might as well see all of them. Let's have a look at what they've got going on with this living room because I think it works quite well. So they've got the glass there going out to the deck, and the way they've got it set up, they've got the love seat over here. To me, that looks like it's gonna be a pull-out couch, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Behind it, they've got a bit of a workstation over there. I think that fits quite nicely into the space. So they got the computer set up, little chair, and over here is the dining table, perfectly set for 2, right beside the window. Now, look up, you will notice that the roof slopes from one side to the other, okay? So on this side, the interior height is 8 feet and it goes up to 9 feet on the M4 on that side. So that allows for some more windows, and you can have them on either side. I'm guessing they chose this side because they wanted to take advantage of the morning light, which is coming in right now. It's getting to be a bit later, but I'm guessing in the morning it shines straight on through there. They've also added a skylight right in the middle of the living room because you know what? You can never have too much natural light. Heading down the hallway, the first door on the right is into the bathroom. So let's have a look. So we've got the 4-inch teak planks on the floor through most of the home. However, in the bathroom, in the wet space, they've got tile and they've got the walk-in shower over there. They've got the window up above, again, natural light, big fan of it. And on the ceiling, they have got the tongue and groove teak that looks great. They've got the toilet between the shower and the vanity, and again, custom cabinetry from Masaya Homes. They've got the on-counter sink, black hardware in here, and of course, the mirror up above. Very nice. All right, behind this door is where you're gonna find the laundry, but we all know what laundry looks like. So let's continue down into the main bedroom. So again, sliding glass door out to the yard, nice. They've got a window on the end, and up to the high side, you've got the clear story windows over there as well, before coming to the closet. Since someone is staying in this home, I'm not going to open the closet because I feel like that's an invasion of privacy. But what we know is that that closet has 11 square feet of storage space. So hopefully that helps people understand exactly the size that it is. What we're looking at here is a queen bed, and you'll notice there is plenty of room on either side for a table. So you could go a little bit bigger. You could probably fit a king in here, but you might have to take out one of the tables. A personal choice that is totally up to whoever buys it. Have a look at the teak doors as I head back down towards the living space. We'll get one last look at the M4 here. Feels spacious, very nicely laid out. I like how they've staged it. All in all, I'm a big fan of what they've got here. So let's talk about the pricing, shall we? There you have it, folks, the M4 from Masaya Homes. Again, 400 square feet, in which they've got one bedroom, one bathroom, and a full kitchen. As far as pricing goes, it's fully installed, starting at $304,800. That is it for me here in Berkeley. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.